Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Max from Rising Spirits Airsoft. Here, I'm going to show you what I did to upgrade my gun, and what I'm going to be doing to it. I'm a bit sick today, you can probably tell. So, externally, or not externally, but gearbox externally, the wiring is 16 gauge. I ordered a MOSFet and an 11.1 volt lipo to complete this gun. This is a self-resetting fuse made courtesy of Infected Army. Yeah, just the same trigger switch, wire to Deans, obvious stuff that you should be already done with your gun. I'm turning this into a long-range shooting, not insanely fast firing. It's gonna have, since it's a quick change spring, I'm basically having basically a double mode thing, so I can change out the springs and make it shoot faster or slower, higher range, lower range, FPS, etc. First things that go with the gun that you should not be removing: 8mm bearing things, obviously, because these are good. So yeah, keep these. The gears, change those out. I have a pair of SHS, or not a pair, a set of SHS 13:1 ratio gears. Oh crap! To give me an extra speed without compromising the strength of it, so I get good speed. Proper shimming, always good to have. Piston setup is the world's strongest piston, in my opinion. The SHS Blue, full 14 tooth AOE ready. Piston, ZCI piston head, because I just needed a new piston head that had ball bearings and was a polycarb. So, did get that. So, okay. So that's a piston. That's a piston setup I'm running. Cylinder is a, hold on, let me just take this off. Okay. Of course, 13:1 gears. What else do we have? This is a AIM steel anti-reversal latch, because the other one was complete garbage. The stock one is garbage. This is the same. This is steel. You don't have to worry about that being broken. I'll be doing my AOE like in 2 seconds. I won't be doing that on camera. Probably not. Motor. Matrix 3000, and it can pull back an M170 apparently. So I just use it, because if it does that, then that's good. Of course, it's neodymium. This is a super strong... This is a super strong neodymium motor. Probably one of the best I've ever seen. You might want to replace the pinion gear, because they don't really make a good pinion gear on this thing. So I haven't done it because I've just seen these break, the pinion gears, but the motor itself is phenomenal. It'll pull back anything you throw at it. So yeah, that's good. The top-hat plate is the same, O-ringed matrix, I believe, M249 air nozzle. Low-neck double O-ringed, piston or cylinder head, stock cylinder. I think I already said that. See, what else do we have? We have, well, I think that's it actually. I will be showing you how fast you can get with this setup with the stock spring. And yeah, so I'll show you how fast you can get with the stock spring. It's very nice. Shimming isn't perfect right now, so I will be fixing that. It just kind of sounds gross, but I mean, I'm okay with it at the moment, since this isn't completely battle ready. I'm just basically doing its test crap. Get on, you little spring. Oh, jeez. Give me a second. I'm just putting on the spring for... Okay, this is taking a while. I always hate putting on these springs. If there's anything I hate more, it's the anti-reversal latch and the tappet plate spring. Okay, let's try this. I get probably estimated 18 RPS with, also I do have a maple leaf bucking. This is for the gearbox. Okay, there we go, got it. So, obviously that's for the barrel. So the things I say keep are the spring, because it is a decent spring if you are not wanting to really... If you're just trying to keep the same FPS, obviously, but you want a faster rate of fire, just get the SHS Blue piston and the Matrix Magnum motor and a high-speed gear set, or just a really good battery and a MOSFET. But that's not really being smart with it, obviously, so I'm just closing this up, and then I'll do a test fire. So, if you want to skip the video, or skip the seconds while I'm putting this back together, you can. That's what I do, because I really don't wait. But I like to make sure everything's in properly. Come on. Okay, there we go. Got the... One thing I like about this, I think it's because I got the new AR latch I got, but it is insanely easy to put the AR latch in, and it's like perfectly like straight up right now. So that's good, but it's probably gonna jump out because I still haven't put the piston back in. Okay, so oh crap. God, this motor is so strong. Like, anything that's in the gearbox that's not in a slot gets instantly attached to the motor. Because, like I told you, this motor is insanely... I run it in, like, 2 of my guns. And I would run it in all of them, but some of my guns I don't care enough about. Sorry. Not every gun is made the same. Oh, see, the anti-reversal latch didn't even fall out. So, that's good. Everything pretty much fits in perfectly. Yeah, so next we're just gonna put this back in. Okay. Okay, I think that's it. That's good. One thing I do like doing with this gun is, oh, I forgot to put gear grease on it. Take it. Oh well. What else is there about this gun? It's very easy to take apart. I think I already stated that. If I didn't, then now it is. So, I didn't really mention how much each part cost. I'll tell you that SHS piston was about 15 bucks. Motor, about 40 bucks. It's a Magnum 3000 Matrix thingy, Systema clone. Gear set, they usually cost about 20 bucks, but they're really difficult to find. I ended up paying 40 for it because on Amazon, because I just couldn't find them and I needed them like ASAP. Honestly, Amazon will have everything that you need, but you will usually pay more because it is the only kind in stock. Just like you can get the A&K Masada CNC hop-up for 20 bucks on a site, and then it's out of stock, and then there's one for 60 bucks, and it's in stock. Because it's the supply and demand, and once one site and they know that they're the only site with it, they will like jack the price up. So, that's just one thing to keep in mind. You may have to pay more, but you will get that product. That's why I usually I'll pay what I have to pay. You may call me not smart, but you're the one without it, so. Putting the spring in is easy. There we go, and then you plug in your connectors, blah blah blah, and so here's the firing test on how fast this thing will shoot. So it's quite a fast gun for being for just a 9.6. Lipos. Well, this lipo is not as insanely good lipo, so it's just a 7.4. This is how fast a 7.4 shoots. It's much slower. That's why I don't really like 7.4s. This is just a backup battery. So, my opinion. Then again, this is a new 9.6. So yeah, this has been my little testing video and showing you guys what I've done with my M249 so far. It is overall, I think this gun performs insanely well. It's insanely fun to use. It just looks crazy on the field, and when you're slinging plastic at 200 feet at about 15 rounds a second, it's definitely a gun that's going to take out your snipers. You're just getting those long-range shots in. It's a full auto-only gun, so they made that gearbox a tank. I mean, it's just reinforced everywhere. All here it's reinforced. All here it's reinforced. All on the bottom it's reinforced. I don't even know what this thing is, but it's reinforced. It's just, this gun is just a monster. One of my favorite parts about the quick change spring system is that when you're not using your gun, it's insanely smart to just remove your spring. Just remove it and then put it back in when you need to. It will make your gun last longer. It'll make your spring last longer. It'll just make everything last longer. One very important thing to know is that with a great gun at such a high velocity, going full auto for 5 minutes at a time, your gun, this may handle it, it may not. The only thing I would be worried about is this gun is the piston that it comes with. A&K makes great pistons and gears, but I would highly recommend just changing your piston at first thing, even if you're not even upgrading anything. It's just the smart thing to do. Wiring on this gun, do it. Just get it over with. Either have someone do it or do it yourself. It's insanely easy. It's like 3 wires. Go ahead and keep the positive wire connecting to the motor. You don't need to change that out. I know a couple people with this gun. They don't change that one out. Just save your time. There's a lot of useless wiring that first comes on this gun. That's like all these strange connectors. Don't worry about that. Just make a straight line of wire. Get what you gotta get done and do it. So yeah, this has been my M249 saw. Or gearbox. Thanks for watching. This is Mags. See you guys later.